As you can see, I did not lock Phil up and throw away the key.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of working in brigs and jails and whatnot, but this one here took the cake.
Yeah, so we got to give you guys a little tour of this cool little place we stayed at for 2 nights in Clifton, Texas.
Yeah, it's more fun than I've ever had in a jail, I can tell you that.
So the cell block sits right down this alley, and this is actually Art Alley. So you can see a ton of graffiti on either side. We can even see graffiti through our little bars on the window. So let's go inside, but first you have to see this super cool steel door. This is a very heavy door, and I think it was original. And if you give it a pull, you can see the original lock housing that they used with their old-timey keys. This jail was actually built in the 1930s, and when the people bought it out, they decided to keep as much as possible with the jail and turn it into their own little Airbnb. Although I don't think it's actually listed on Airbnb, so I'll have to put a link down below in case you're interested in renting this specific place. So let's start the tour right here at the door. You can see this is where we came in with the original steel door. And right here beside the door is the metal cabinet they used for, I'm not actually sure what, maybe keys, maybe walkie-talkies, maybe weapons.
They did not have walkie-talkies back then.
Oh, I guess in the 30s they wouldn't.
It was probably keys and cuffs.
It sounds good though. All right, but speaking of cuffs, look what they left for us. Just in case, with their own little handcuff key. See if I can open this up here. Phil's the professional with the handcuffs because, you know, he wasn't even caught forever. But I guess they left us a pair in case we wanted to use them. Not so much.
We will never tell.
All right, they also in here left us a little cell log, matches, which will show you what these are for upstairs, and a couple other keys. I'm not actually sure what some of these are for. These are the original metal window coverings for the jail. So you can see the bars here. So it's kind of cool that they still have these, I don't know what they would call them, shutters, shades, or whatever for the windows.
Metal shutters.
And you can see there's 2 on either side. And the new owners, you know, they decked it out pretty nice, you know. Nice little chair for you to chill in, hang out.
They didn't have this back in the 30s.
No, in the 30s, this would have been like the desk for the night watchmen, as they called them here. So of course, a few more windows, and thankfully now the new windows that they put in over the bars, you can actually open. So you can get a nice breeze if you're staying here. All right, for really the cool part. This is what's really cool about this whole thing. This is a tiny little cinder block building. And of course, all of the prison bars are still here. Check it out.
Yeah, and if I use this locking mechanism to lock her in. Okay.
I am actually locked in now.
All right, now go ahead and push it.
I am pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even a wiggle.
No, but oh, I can barely fit my hand through too.
So this is how they used to open and close them back in the day, and they had a spot right here that they put a lock on for extra security. So if they were able to get their hands out like Stacy and maybe push that back, they couldn't.
There is no pushing. This is not moving.
No, it's tight. It is definitely tight. But they've painted them. So watch your hand. All right. So to unlock the door. Oh, and they also have this extra spot here, right here. Yeah, where you can actually lock this in so it could not be moved.
Hello, let me
Oh,
out.
letting her out. Move your hands. You're free. So I know you guys are wondering, how tall is Stacy really? Let me get over here on this side.
Can you see?
She's like right at the 5 foot.
Am I over? Sometimes I'm 5'1".
Well, you do have shoes on, so you're probably 5 foot even.
Oh well, no, it's not new. All right, so let's see what they've done in here for the cell number 1. So they have turned it into this nice bathroom. And you can see you actually have everything you need, but I really like how they also left it a little rustic, like it might actually be a prison. For example, you know, the industrial toilet, they didn't put a posh toilet in here, they kept it very rustic. And everything else is very minimal as well, but you have everything you need right here in the bathroom. And if Phil comes forward and looks the other way, you can see the other side of the bars. They put a little tempered glass here for a little bit of privacy, but when the door is closed, Yeah, there's not 100% privacy, so hopefully you really like whoever you're here with. This is not a first date situation by any means.
No.
No. All right, and then the shower and everything in here, it's really cool. A little storage here for all your doodads.
So as I did keep most everything like it used to be with the toilet over here in the corner, we know that this is an add-on because they did not have a shower like this in those cells. So we're putting things together, and we think that the cot or cots, the bunk beds, because it looks like there was brackets up high, that they had bunk beds here so they could put 2, 3, 4 people on this side, and they were all sharing a communal toilet. Now the other cell looks like it had the same thing in there, but they stripped it all out to make that the bedroom. So we'll go over there next.
And of course, now we are going into cell number 2, which is the bedroom. And as you can see, that is pretty much all there is in here is the bed. But let's test it out. Yeah, it's pretty comfy. The mattress feels really good.
And you can bet your sweet butt they didn't have these kind of accommodations back then.
No, it was a bad cot. We think in this cell over here that the cot was on this wall, and the toilet, based on what came, the plumbing that came outside, was in that back corner over there. So if you go ahead and come in, you can see the bars from this side, and you can see the bars here that separated the 2 cells. So all of this is original. It's pretty cool. And I really like the fact that they have added these windows here. You can open the window for a breeze. You can also close the steel casing or shutter to keep light out at night. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty dark in here.
You can see with this cell over here, they left all the mechanisms in for this one too. So you can also adjust and close and lock your neighbor in. Are you ready to throw a pie in Phil's face?
No, Stacy's face.
All right, so I'm going to tell you how you can do it. Okay, so technically, you're not going to be the one actually throwing the pie. I'm going to throw the pie.
Or I'm going to be throwing the pie into her pretty little mug.
Okay, so this, of course, is a fundraiser for Homes for Our Troops. For every $10 donated, you get to decide who you're voting for to get a pie in the face. Me or Phil.
That would be Stacy. S-T-A-C-Y. Let's spell it right in the comments.
If you would like Phil to get a pie in the face as much as I do, well, join Team Stacy. When you make your donation to Homes for Our Troops, all you have to do is in the comments write Team Stacy.
Or Team Phil in the comments to have Stacy have this mitt hold a pie and put it right in her pretty little mug.
So for every $10 donated, that is 1 vote. If you donate $50, that's 5 votes for your team for a pie in the face for one of us.
This one.
We will be recording this at our gathering with our Someday crew, and we hope to have like as many cameras as possible so we can get all angles of pie going into one of our faces. So we hope you join us. This should be the most fun fundraiser
Yes.
we've ever done.
And I'm telling you right now,
Join Team Stacy.
I know you will not let me down. I know you all want to see this pretty little face covered up with a pie. Mine, nah. So
we totally do. And I'm telling you,
Team
this
Phil.
is not going to be just a little tint of whipped cream. I am going to go out and find a chocolate pie or a key lime pie. Oh no, this is going to be really good. So please join us in this fundraiser to support our veterans. The link will be below. The money goes straight to Homes for Our Troops.
Yep.
It does not come to us. So please join Team Stacy so I can put a pie in Phil's face.
I look forward to seeing what your votes are because I got to tell you, I'm excited about this because I know it's going to be Stacy with the pie in the face.
Let's talk about what's not here. What is not here is a TV or Wi-Fi. And yes, Phil totally panicked when we got here and didn't have either. And I thought, oh great, we'll just unplug and we'll chill and go without all that stuff for 2 whole nights. No, that didn't happen. We turned on our cell phone's Wi-Fi and we totally logged on, and we were doing stuff last night and this morning.
She could not live without Wi-Fi. Don't let her fool you.
I tried really hard.
When you book your night or nights here in the cell block, it also comes with a complimentary bottle of cell block wine. It was probably hooch made in the toilet back in the day. And if you're not a wine person, then they've left a unnamed brand single malt scotch in this little flask here. And we know that because there was some welcome to the cell block instructions in a little book that talked about it. So you're not completely without a beverage while you're here.
They said the reason that they put the booze here is because most of the people in the cells was a drunk tank. Yeah. So they figured they would, pay homage to those who were here before.
So if you were here, it was because of this. You didn't get this when you got here.
This is not all you get if you come and stay at the cell block. There's actually a prison yard. So let's go outside and take you to the prison yard, which is a really cool place to hang out. Now this is a cool place to come up, hang out, chill out, and actually we did that last night with a couple beers.
Yeah, they have a propane fire pit here, and the key was down below. We came up here, turned it on, and just sat out here. It was pretty nice. It was quiet.
Yeah. And this is where the matches were used that we talked about downstairs. Right. So up here to light the fire pit. So we will probably come back up tonight, turn the lights on, chill, and try to unplug for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe 15 minutes. We'll give it 15 minutes.
One of the things we like best about traveling around to all these small towns are all the unique mom and pops you find along the way.
Yeah, we actually ate lunch in the corner drug cafe today, and I tell you, the food was pretty good, and it was hopping because it seemed like all the locals were coming in, so that was a good sign.
And apparently their fresh baked goods, they put at 50% off every day from 2 to 4 if there's anything remaining. So it is 10 to 2. So we're hovering in this area so we could go in and see what we can find for half off.
They call it the cafe happy hour. So we're down.
Everything in the case is half price. We make it half price because we bake fresh every day. So we want to clear our case out so that we can start fresh in the morning. So I'm sure there's something you'll really love.
All right, we've been to a lot of happy hours, but I think this is our first happy hour with sweets instead of beer.
It is the only one that we've been to. That was a half off all the pastries, baked goods. This shop that we're in, it's a corner drug cafe. It's a soda fountain and bake shop. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're taking one for the team just for you guys. So if you come here, if it's worth, having the fresh baked goods. So we're gonna dive in.
This is a salted caramel milkshake, and this is an apple crumble cake.
A la mode, yeah.
Our apple crumble
pie.
A la mode. Pretty good. Well, I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm going to get some of that.
This is good. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Whew.
You would not like this.
No, is it too sweet?
I think it's a little
Or you
sweet.
just don't want to share?
Maybe.
I think it's yours.
Yeah, I have that.
All right. We have to test out the cookie. Chocolate chip cookies are one of Phil's favorite things. He obviously has a lot of favorite things when it comes to food.
Sweet.
Is it good?
That's pretty good.
All right, one of the big claim to fame here in Clifton, Texas is this cinema. It is the oldest cinema in Texas.
How old is it, Stace?
It's so old. This movie theater was opened in 1916 before there were even talkies. So this is the third name, and it has been totally rehabbed and refurbished. And I'm sorry to say, it's closed today, so we can't take you guys inside.
I didn't know they referred to them as talkies.
Talkies, yeah, whenever, because when movies first came, there was no sound. There was just music. And then once they started talking, then they called them talkies.
I would have never guessed that.
Well, this is from Phil, who refuses to even watch a black and white movie, so how would he even know?
Yeah, but I've seen these cinemas, and I've been in a few of them around the country, and I just never referred to them as talkies.
Remember I talked about lack of privacy? Well, there you go. This might be worse than RV privacy. Like, there's not only sounds and smells, there's sights now. Even though there is no TV or internet here, they did leave some things to entertain you, and that is this record player. So, this is an old vinyl record player, as you can see, and they left you some choice songs. We have Johnny Cash at San Quentin. We have Guilty by Barbra Streisand. There's also I'm a Lonesome Fugitive by Haggard. And of course, no prison is complete without the San Quentin Prison Choir. Now, I'm sure you guys would love to hear all of these songs, but unfortunately on YouTube, they're all copyrighted, so I will save you.
And I was thinking about you guys yesterday. I've been here 3 times before, and I think I understand a little bit how you feel about some things. It's none of my business how you feel about some other things. I don't give a damn how you feel about some other things.
It wasn't me.
It couldn't have been me. I'm so innocent. I was framed. I was framed.
She looks way too happy to be in jail.
I woke up in the world I wanted, better than I ever saw it. All the dreams of life, the hope you brought in. I woke up in the world I wanted. Used to be a dream, now it's you and me. Used to be a dream, now it's you and me.
Think we're good?
I think we're good. Did you put those handcuffs back? You see what I'm dealing with here, people? We've done our time and we've been paroled. So we are out of here.
Yeah, time to get back to our regular house.
Our question for you is, what places have you stayed that are unique or different or really cool? Put those in the comments below.
And have you really spent time in jail? I'd like to know.
You don't have to tell us that part.
No, I'm just kidding.